Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Rebel Inc. Escalation official scenarios. Today we're moving on to Dark Tunnels, and this one's actually pretty darn tricky. There are a lot of connected tunnels on the map, and if you've seen those in some of the custom scenarios, you know that insurgents can use those to pop up all over the place, and it's really hard to keep them properly contained if they have access to a tunnel. In this case, there are a lot of them. There are ways of getting rid of those tunnels using bunker buster missiles, but they take a long time to spawn. So yeah, we're not going to be able to make use of those as much as we'd like. Let's play with the smuggler. As far as my advisors, I think this is a pretty decent lineup. The chef, I think, is actually necessary, mainly because we are going to need to hold on to our coalition soldiers for longer without spending up our reputation, so we're going to try for that. And this will be called Autumn Archer. It's a cool name. Don't question it. So, where do we want to place our HQ? Well, anywhere toward the center of the map will be fine. This is a decent spot, and this is a decent spot. This one protects 2 cities. This one protects some major crossroads, including a city over here. I'm going to try for this one, see how well that works. Let's go for our intelligence, effective procurement. We're going to go for some education, more intelligence, and see how this works. Now, on this scenario, I find that people seem to request telecoms a lot more often than usual. But also, I'm not really going to have the time to be going for a ton of initiatives to make people happy. So in order to kind of bypass a lot of that, I am going to try my hand at going for some early telecoms, which is a bit aggressive. But if it does get me a lot of extra support, it's going to end up being well worth it. We do want to get that outreach office so we can start rolling them out a little bit faster. Let's do that now. I'm kind of watching that inflation with a little bit of trepidation here. We need to get a PR media office, and I'd love to get things like roads, but we may not get that. So that's a decent support level for this stage of the game. I know I don't have any anti-corruption. That's going to become a problem pretty soon, but we're going to have to live with it. Now, here's where things get tricky. You can see that there are already 4 tunnels over here. Here's number 5. There's another one over here, and then I think another one right here, and another one over here, and another one over here, or something like that. There's a lot of tunnels. A lot of tunnels. Ideally, we are able to discover them quickly using my coalition soldiers and get rid of the camps, figure out what tunnel they're going to be taking over, and then keep them quarantined there, and then quickly grab the bunker buster missiles, which will destroy 1 tunnel network. Only 1, mind you. It's not the best, it's just what I gotta work with. I do find for some reason this area seems to spawn a camp pretty often. I'm going to go ahead and try moving there just to see. And let's go ahead and start getting another coalition soldier. So, probably in these mountains, if I had to guess. Let's go over here. No sign of a camp there. It's up over here. All right, let's go ahead and move that direction. And I'm watching for signs of another question mark. These guys will probably get into these tunnels unless I try to block them super duper quick, which I probably will not have the luxury of doing. Now, we did pick up the cut corners to get some extra money. It does reduce the strength of national soldiers, but it lets me get them a little bit faster, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and grab the bunker buster. And just like with Flying Fury, you can see a whole bunch of pop-ups saying, hey, where do you want to place it? We're going to blow up this one right here, because I know this is where they're spawning, and we can possibly block them off from this tunnel and prevent them from going very far if we can catch up this camp. There is a second one. Found it. It's right over here on top of a tunnel. If we can get rid of this quickly before they have a chance of doing any spawns and prevent them from getting into this tunnel, then we can hold on to this, and this is how we keep them contained. It probably won't work, but we can sure as heck try. I'm going to need another coalition soldier to protect this city. And what are people asking for? Jobs, telecoms, and security. Well, all of that would be great. We did manage to destroy that camp really quickly. That's awesome. We can try to put ourselves in position to reinforce this and then maybe kick them back into a zone. Although, we should be watching for this. Okay, so these guys are going to be going away. Good. Then we move you here, find this camp. So far, no more spawns, which is really shocking to me. Let's go ahead and start training up some more national soldiers. And they won't go through tunnels unless they control the zone, so we've got a little time to react here. We can go ahead and move you here, for example, and this will prevent them from going into this. I don't care if they take over these mountains. I cannot believe we got to that before they could spawn up another group. This is actually shockingly decent for me so far. Let's go for that universal justice, trying to bump up our support level a little bit more. We could actually try to force them out of this and just kind of keep them in some mountains instead of in an open plain. And that might actually work for me, kind of force them over into this mountain over here. I did just see some more pop up. Hang on, there's a camp right here in the city. How you got here, I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and take that out quick. And if you guys stay in these 2 mountains, I don't mind. That is A-okay with me. In fact, let's go ahead and grab ourselves an early garrison, place it strategically in a location that will help me keep this clear, and we're going to move you here and then move you here, and we're going to leave the National Soldier in this position for at least the foreseeable future and prevent them from accessing this tunnel. And the garrison will help with that. Although, actually, these guys are in no danger right now anyway. In fact, what we could do, if we want to be really crazy, is try to kill this group. Because we're gonna have reinforcements fully surrounding this. We could just eliminate this entirely right off the bat. This is a little bit bizarre. It's not quite how things normally have gone in my test runs of this, but I mean, I'm okay with this. We are playing on Mega Brutal, right? I'm a little bit concerned all of a sudden that maybe I'm not. If I'm not, I'm gonna have to restart. We need to get jobs. People really want jobs, including a few cities. So we can go ahead and grab the development bank. I need to stabilize some zones. The thing that's gonna kill me right now is a lack of stability pretty soon. Please tell me we can kill these guys. It sure as heck looks like we can. Bye. All right. Let's go ahead and move you here, move you here. We'll take back this zone, and then we will protect, I guess, the city. I have more coalition troops than I actually need right now. It's kind of weird. Fund and excavation. Increase corruption, publicity, boost reputation. You know what? I'll take it to get 4 extra reputation. That's not half bad. Let's grab the strategic communications, boost up that support level, and hold the phone. I see a camp over here on top of a tunnel. We'll try going over here fast, but it looks like it was not fast enough. Let's go ahead and get these guys into position to save this city. We're still protecting the tunnel over here, so this is not the end of the world. If we were to be very aggressive, we might be able to kill off this group and prevent them from going anywhere and accessing this tunnel. Though that's coming at a cost, because they're probably going to retake this city, and that will cost me a lot. All right. I need more anti-corruption, because it's a bit high. We're trying to roll out some jobs. People want roads surprisingly badly. All right, these guys are hopefully going to die. Please get them now. There we go. All right, run up to the city. Run up over here. You run up over here. And if we can get here quick, we can protect this and prevent them from going very far. Now we have to save the garrison. They were not able to take the city. I'm amazed. All right, museum, sure. We will go ahead and do some oversight there. The lack of stability is still hurting, but so far we're kind of okay. Jobs kind of across the board. It seems like people want farms pretty badly, so let's go for some livestock development. I'm also going to go for some regular road development, just so I'll be able to move around a little bit faster. Getting a single zone stabilized in my HQ early on is kind of important. Let's see if we can run it over here. We found another camp early on. Wow. All right, we'll fight over this. A garrison right here works fine for me. They'll help defend these mountains again. I kind of feel like I still need to go for more anti-corruption, but pretty soon we need to go for some more national soldiers. We have enough reputation that I should be able to sustain my coalition soldiers for a fair bit longer, so we're okay. But I'm really surprised at how this is going. Now, I don't know where you came from. These guys appeared out of nowhere, and that means there's a camp somewhere I'm not aware of. We can fight them over here and push them off of the city, and that's obviously crucial. But yeah, there's another camp somewhere, and I'm not sure where it is. What else do people want? Just jobs. They want lots of remote subsidies. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's get some highways so we can move around a bit faster still. Keep them out of this area. There's the camp. Found it. Let's go ahead and move here. We're not moving very fast in some of these zones, but I have garrisons at least in a few locations, so we're kind of doing it. And the chef, by the way, has prevented me from having to do a single reinstatement or re-enlistment of the coalition soldiers so far, so this is going very, very well. Okay, so we push them up over into these mountains. Now I'm a little bit concerned about them getting up over here. I need to train up more national soldiers, but I also really need to get some corruption down because that's going to start costing me the most in terms of my reputation. So we're going to go for a purge. Coalition deployment's over soon. So far, fine, though. I don't think... Well, if we wanted to, we actually could try to kill off this group right now. If I'm fast, we can do this. Let's try it. Thanks to the garrison placement. It's a bit risky because these guys are going to come down over here. I've got to start training up more national soldiers. Another stable zone, thank God for that, so we're keeping that lack of stability at bay. These guys should die. I'm going to go ahead and do a long extension over here with these guys. Come on. Oh, wait, no, they can go into the city. Darn it, that didn't work. All right, hold up. We'll defend that in a minute. Just take this zone back. Got it, go here. Okay, so yeah, actually, that was a mistake. We're going to get swarmed a little bit. What else do we need? Well... some security would help on a few things. People still really want jobs. I do think getting some dirt roads could make sense. I do think that going for local police recruitment makes even more sense, and I think we should get some interpreters and guides so we can get intel a little bit faster. We're going to do... Oh, I don't think I can do another long extension, unfortunately. We're going to have to pull back on that one. Now we have to go for the foreign relations, because we're back onto this again, so let's do some more cell pressure. And now's the point where I think we need to start getting as many national soldiers together as possible. These guys are in danger. We can get some national soldiers to help. I can pull you guys over here and try to protect this tunnel. Don't let that fall. We're going to threaten to start trying to farm out a little extra reputation and keep myself alive. The national soldiers are very weak right now because we did cut corners. So we should be prepared for them to have a lot of trouble. In fact, they could take over this zone if we don't get them some reinforcements quick. I don't see a good way to do it, unfortunately. I'm going to do one more long extension, because we don't really have the funds to go away with this. Let's get some strength, weapon strength over here. Now we're starting to get some reinforcements. These guys could use the tunnels, but I'm hoping they won't. Let's get over here, protect this area. More national soldiers coming through, more subtle pressure, please and thank you. We are barely hovering right now on Oblivion. I'd love to get more national soldiers, but it's going to result in me having a lot of corruption. Let's go for combat reinforcements so we can win some of these fights. I need to pull you out over here and defend this city. We're mostly doing a really good job of keeping these guys away from the tunnels. We need to start destroying more tunnels so I don't have to worry about this so much. At least a couple more stabilized zones, though, is going to make my life a lot easier. Let's go for Bunker Buster Level 2. Permanently destroy more tunnels. So where do we want to destroy it? You know, I'm thinking we go ahead and destroy this one. No, I like that we're keeping this all under control. I think we get rid of this one so I'm not in any danger. Is that true, though? Maybe we get rid of this one to be safe. What's the most likely one they'll be able to take? This at least has garrisons, but this has 2 garrisons. I think we get rid of this one. There was a good chance it was going to decrease some support level. That is, in fact, exactly what happened. So far, we're all right, though. We're going to increase the pay and get our national soldier strength up. That's a good event to get. I see, first off, you're going to my HQ. Secondly, I see another camp. We need to get rid of that quick, which we can do. So far, we still haven't gotten any air support. Haven't needed it. We've been doing fine. We can go for another bunker buster, which is good, but I don't think that you can, like, permanently remove all tunnels. You can only remove a handful of them. So be aware that that is going to be a thing. So far, otherwise, looking good. Let's go ahead and train up another national soldier. I can't keep my coalition soldiers for much longer than this. We're starting to see those telecoms pay off, and we're getting a lot of these zones to stabilize, which is really, really good. So far, honestly, this is great. Thank you. Oh, yes. All right, lots of stabilization all of a sudden. Excellent. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. $26 for another corruption purge is kind of excessive, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and get probably the dirt roads. I think that'll be helpful, plus maybe some more highways so we'll be able to travel around a lot faster along this major stretch. The more we're able to mobilize our units at this point, the faster we can react in the event something exactly like this happens, or we find another camp and we want to go get rid of it quick. Keep an eye out for any additional question marks. Here come the last of the national soldiers. All right, so now we can start going on some surrounds and getting rid of some groups. Like this. This. No, the HQ is going to do the job. Let's go ahead and move you here. Keep this area reinforced. We're going to threaten one more time. Keep that reputation nice and high. I wouldn't say that this scenario is much more difficult than standard Mega Brutal difficulty on the Black Caves. It's just, instead of dealing with caves, you've got to deal with a whole load of tunnels. And really, it all comes down to the first, like, chunk of the game, the first couple minutes. If you are able to rapidly get rid of these guys and prevent them from getting to an area and spreading out to too many tunnels, you can keep them in one contained area, you're going to be fine. But that's really the trick now, isn't it? Let's see, I'm going to move you guys over here. We should be able to keep these guys fully contained between these 2 sections of mountain, which is really good. And we'll take over this area. There we go. They don't even have any joined zones. At this point, we should be smooth sailing from here. We're going to go ahead and pick up some civil integration so we can start rolling out some extra initiatives, especially in places like the mountains. We did get jobs in the mountains, didn't we? Yeah, but people are still unhappy about that. They want more jobs. Fine, we'll go for land rights. Garrison right here. Excellent. Honestly, these garrisons have been on point so far. Another threaten? Yeah, we can do one more. Yeah, the garrisons have been on point. So remember, garrisons always prefer to be located adjacent to an enemy in some way. Either a camp you haven't seen or a place they've actively taken over. So when you get garrisons, if you can keep them contained, the garrisons just help you really lock down that area. I'm going to go ahead and let this guy go home. I don't think we need them at this point. We can easily bounce back and forth. I just cannot afford to lose this tunnel ever, under any circumstances. Another bunker buster would allow me to get rid of the tunnel, though, so it's no longer a threat, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And boom. So that takes care of the last tunnel. Full reform for prisons? Sure, why not? Just costs money for more reputation. Hold up, where'd you come from? This suggests to me that there is a camp somewhere that spawned some additional insurgents, and now we actually have to worry about a tunnel again. Great. Hello. I see a camp right over here. Let's go get rid of it. We need to get airstrikes and stuff now because that's going to be a problem. 32% chance is no longer worth it. Let's go ahead and try to talk. So I don't see a camp over here. There's one here, obviously, but somehow they got through. Not sure what they did. Let's go ahead and pick up some more regular roads. Let's go for the travel logistics so that our national soldiers fight better and move faster. We're going to imprison insurgent leaders. Move you over here and see if we can find these guys. This area is under attack, and of course it's going to lose its security bonus, so this place is probably going to fall now. But it's only one reputation loss, and we were able to keep these guys away from a tunnel, so that's probably fine. We can always get more coalition troops if needed. Let's see if we can move up over here and take this mountain away, start trying to stabilize that area. We're going to ban insurgents. Let's make them stronger, and let's go for security checkpoints so it's harder for them to take over any areas. We found a couple of camps, apparently. I'm going to go ahead and do one long extension here. I can sack a little bit of reputation. That's fine. We're going to arrest the police chief because I don't tolerate corruption. And yeah, I still have no idea how these guys managed to appear. There is no sign of a camp. None at all. I'm not sure how this is possible, but it is. Hello, more camps. All right. Well, we've got to go and destroy those. More airstrikes would be great. Let's go ahead and increase the speed of using those so they can blow up camps for me, like that one right there. Thank you. Farm out some additional reputation. All I'm trying to do is win this scenario. It doesn't have to be perfect. We should be able to win this and destroy their camp. They're probably going to retreat over here. 4% chance cover-ups are fine. I think more dirt roads could be helpful. Plus heavier ordnance on our airstrikes. You're going to say sorry, as usual. That camp is going to go away. They moved over here. Let's go save this city before it becomes endangered. And yeah, I really want to take this group out. We can. If I move a national soldier up over here, those guys are surrounded thanks to the garrison. We will be able to clear that group out. And at this point, I was happy to let them stay in one area to prevent the game from spawning more in, but now I don't think it's worth it. Now I think we just go ahead and kill them. Hello, how did you do that? All right, hold up. Move you over here. Prevent these guys from going anywhere. They're going to retreat. They're going to go the direction I did not want them to go. Darn it. So that kind of slightly backfired. Reject the deal, get some more reputation. We're going to move you here. You here. You here. And then we already have a garrison, so let's move you here and prevent them from taking this tunnel. Okay, they're starting to get out of control again. This is starting to get really irritating. I'm trying to hold on to these areas, dang it, but they're really not making it easy on me. We need to use national soldiers to try to stabilize some of these areas so that they don't spawn anything else. Let's get some drones. Let's get some more security. That's usually pretty helpful. Let's get democratic transition. And my inflation's probably a bit on the high side right now, so we're going to ignore that. Hello, another camp. All right. Let's prioritize the elections. We're going to force these guys back. More camps discovered. Hello. Garrison right here, you know, honestly is okay. Helps me keep these guys under control. They're not going to get very far, but look at all these tiny little groups that are spawning all over the place because the game said, hey, there aren't enough insurgents. It's time to start spawning a few more groups. Yep. Yep, very annoying. Very annoying how this is working. Let's train up some additional coalition soldiers, plus get some extra airstrikes. I see that there was a camp. It looks like we immediately blew that up. We need to try to get these guys away from the tunnels. That camp's going to go away. Good. Move up over here to the mountains, because that's where they're going to retreat. Move these guys here. 16% chance. I'll take it. All right, so we're going to keep these guys away from the mountain, from the tunnels if we can. These guys are fine. Good. Let's go ahead and move you over here. Keep these guys stuck in their mountains away from any tunnels. These guys are going to have to retreat. I wish we had a garrison over here, but we do not, so what I have to do is push them into the mountains. No, 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 don't. Yeah, push into the mountains. We have to try to get them into a corner where I can then kill them all. Force them to retreat over here or something. Anywhere but here, frankly. Subtle pressure? Sure, why not? More coalition soldiers. And let's just start rolling out random little things here and there to try to get some extra support. I don't care about them taking this zone. We're going to force these guys to retreat over here. Then we're going to send the national soldiers. These guys are going to be contained, and then they're all going to die. Just like that. Perfect. Now we use the national soldiers to start rolling out some additional initiatives, if we can. Let's get these guys over here, force them into a corner, then we'll finish them all off, and there should not be any additional camp spawns at that point. So we've pretty much won, which was to be expected, right? No one ever doubted me at any particular point, but here you go. So yeah, it's a tricky scenario, definitely tricky. Not outrageous. It really just comes down to luck of the camps being close enough together that you're able to get them. I mean, the fact that I was able to get rid of a camp before it spawned is just outright ridiculous. But I'm super duper happy that it happened. So yeah, pull you back, move you here, just in case they spawn a new camp, which they did immediately because the game does that. Yep, that was predictable. It's fine, we'll go ahead and kill them off nice and quick. Boom, what's this? Oh, good lord. All right, negotiate. Move you here, move you here, move you here, and these guys will probably spawn a new group. There they are. But we've already got them fully surrounded thanks to garrison, so we're gonna be fine. Whoa, that's a big group you've got over here. Where'd you come from? Jeez. Dude, stop it. All right, let's just go ahead and roll out more jobs. And that's it. We have 100%. Didn't even have to accept a peace deal. Ended up doing fine. And it was Mega Brutal difficulty. All right, I just did it really well. 101 reputation by the end. Yeah, I got a little close, but we pulled it off. I got super lucky by reacting quickly. If you can do something like that, get them to an area where they only have access to 1 or 2 tunnels. Prevent them from using those tunnels at all costs. Don't go for the kill. Just prevent them from using the tunnels. That way they don't get all over the map. The moment that you see them popping up all over the map and they have like 2 or 3 tunnels under occupation, it's impossible to contain. You'll probably have to go for a restart. Otherwise, pretty fun scenario. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.